Hey everyone, in this video we are going to be multiplying and dividing integers. Okay, so what you're going to do is literally just multiply and divide the two numbers. Don't worry about the negative signs. And then you just put in the correct sign with your answer. So this is a good thing to add into your notebook. Okay, and this on the side, this is a visual. So if I'm reading this across, two positives right here equals a positive. Two negatives, so there's my two negatives. When I multiply or divide that, it's going to be a positive. And then a negative times a positive is a negative, okay? And vice versa. A positive times a negative or a positive divided by a negative will also equal negative. So as long as you have a single negative, your answer will be negative. Every two pairs of negatives will pair up to become positive. So take a minute to write this into your notes. It's a very good visual to have. So here's some examples. Even though it says 11 times negative 20, okay, so since that 11 is right outside the parentheses, that means multiplication. I don't need a time symbol, I know it means multiplication. So 11 times negative 20, I'm just doing 11 times 20, which is 220, and then I'm throwing that negative on. And the reason it's negative is because there is a single negative in my problem. Negative 7 times negative 10, so 7 times 10 is 70, and then the two negatives are going to cancel out, so it stays a 70, a positive 70. Okay, negative 7 squared. This tells me I should be writing out negative 7 times negative 7. So now that I have two negatives, it's going to be a positive 49. If you didn't think to write this out in the original problem, it looks like you just have a single negative. But because it's inside the parentheses, that means I need to write negative 7 twice. Okay, this is a very tricky one, and they're going to use this one to try and trick you. So it's negative 7 times negative 7, not just 7 times 7, and because there's a single negative, it's negative. Okay, so you write out negative 7 and a negative 7, and the two negatives cancel out. So same thing with negative 2 to the third, or negative 2 cubed. This tells me to write out negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. Now since I'm just doing 2 times 2 times 2, that equals 8. Alright, but this negative and this negative will cancel out and become positive. But we have an extra negative left over, so that means our answer is going to be negative. Okay, so just to show you, these rules also work for division. 56 divided by 8, I am just doing that first, so that is 7. But since I have a single negative, it is going to be negative 7. So this bar is also another way to write division. So we would do 21 divided by 3, which is 7. But now the two negatives will cancel out and become a positive 7. So pause the video here, try these on your own, and unpause it to check your answers. Alright, so for the first one, you're doing 17 times 3, which is 51. And then since there is a single negative, it's going to be negative 51. 5 times 8, you just do that first, so that is 40. And then because there's two negatives, it will become a positive 40. 42 divided by 2 is 21. And then you see a single negative, so it is a negative 21. 32 divided by 8 is 4. And then because you have a single negative, it is a negative 4. Alright, this is the end of the video, so thanks for watching.